If you could be a degenerate punter.
You want me to tell you how I would lose the most amount of money in the most efficient way? Okay, so I would start off by not thinking about how I'm placing my bets. So I just put my money into my app, and if it wins, great. Next time I'll just put the whole amount on the next bet. If it loses, going to go put more money in. So my depositing is just whatever happens as a result of my bets. I'm just going to do either I'm just going to put the max on. So in other words, I'm just going to ladder everything every time I bet, or I'm going to just keep putting more in until I can't punt anymore because my money's zero in my bank. That's the first one. My betting sizes are just going to be however I'm feeling on that day. So might have had a fight with my partner. Fuck it. I'm going to try and I can go sit on my app for an hour and watch the races and just bet.
This would happen.
On a Saturday night, during the day with my mates, I'm going to drink as many beers as possible. I'm going to get my app out once I'm fully hammered, and I'm just going to fucking just start punting.
The one thing I'd say to that is you wouldn't necessarily plan to do that.
No,
That's just what would happen.
Yes.
Because you'd just be hammered.
Yeah. So when you are
we're sort of laughing about
under
this,
the influence,
but the reason I'm laughing, just to clarify, is because JP would never do this, and it's just really funny to imagine him slamming beers and then punting the lights out. But the sad reality is this is the reality for a lot of people out there.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna find the AFL matches for that night, and I'm gonna open up a bet with mates with 10 of my mates, and I'm gonna put in my tips, and I'm gonna tell them all to get on board with me. And then I'm going to make sure that I have the biggest bet in there because I want to win the most. But no, going back to the more serious stuff, I'm going to keep betting on markets where basically I know I'm going to lose the most. So my same game multis, I'm going to add the most legs possible. I'm going to add like really high payouts, and I'm going to place a lot of them. And then when I start losing all these bets, I'm just going to keep going. Like Monday comes in, I've just lost 500 for the weekend. I'm going to keep going on Monday. I'm going to bet on the trots at 4 p.m. I'm going to bet on the greyhounds. I'm going to bet into the UK markets at night. Essentially, what else? I'm gonna take the tips that are popping up on the screen that the popular same game is.
Omen bets.
Place
a few omen bets.
Yep, like fucking this horse called JP runs. I'm going to back that. I'm going to double down because if it wins, I may as well cash in.
Yeah. Went to school with a guy called Johnny, and my boy Johnny's running.
Yep. All these things like.
No, but this is the thing. We're somewhat talking about this tongue in cheek a little bit. But this is.
I kind of feel
reality.
bad talking about it like that.
I actually feel a little bit bad. I do, because it's like, yes, we're talking tongue in cheek and we're taking the piss out of it a little bit, but it's reality. Like, this is actually how people think. They're sitting there going, I don't know. Bryce Gibbs knocked on my door 2 weeks ago, and there's a horse running called Johnny Gibbs. I don't know why the fuck that just came to mind, but that's like what happens. You just draw these really irrational, make these really irrational decisions because you lose all train of logic or all train of actually the ability to think and be self-aware with what you're actually doing.
Yeah. The other thing I just thought of, I saw this bloke actually in a Facebook group, and he hit a winner the other week. So I think I'm going to message him because he might have some good tips. He hit this 21 leg multi.
Yeah.
And
I'm just going to try and copy him.
Well, everyone below him was asking for tips, and I'm going to message him. So I think that's what I would do if I was to try and lose more. Is I'd go message someone who's just recently had a big win. Might go follow like Super Multi Tips or someone like that who's won like 300k off a multi, because if he's done it, he's probably pretty good at betting.
Yeah. I
might message the guy who won Tatsalotti last week as well and ask for his numbers.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. They're pretty good at betting. The words, he must be pretty good at betting.
Man.
People wouldn't even know what pretty good at betting means.
I don't know where he's at because I think he blocked us like 2 years ago when we were kind of telling people, not attacking him, but like, man, like protect yourselves because you don't want to follow someone betting like this. And the reason why he never got banned by bookies is because they know this. They identify his patterns and they're like, yeah, okay, we've lost 250k or whatever off whatever bet, but like, fair chance it's going to come back.
Well, I know.
It's a matter of time.
Call me cynical, but I always had the thought of potentially he was a paid actor.
Oh, no. That was real.
Nah. I think he was real. But, I mean, you've talked about it in this podcast where maybe you haven't. I don't know. But I reckon we've talked about it in the past where bookies will go into these groups
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah.
fake bet slips. Sportsbet, I'm fairly sure we've had very good reason to believe that they have done this, not necessarily Sportsbet, maybe Bookies.
Yeah,
where
I don't
they
think Sportsbet doing it, but small bookies for sure.
Yeah, post fake bet slips of huge winning bet slips
Yeah.
to then give people the hope that this could be you, and therefore people encourage that behavior and go and do it.
So that was a small snippet from one of our podcasts. If you want to watch the full thing, if you click here, it'll take you right there and you can learn a little bit more around some of the stuff that the bookies do to manipulate you.